Ahoy ahoy, Illegal Cross here. Let's go over the refinement system and some tips that may help you to upgrade your gear. We'll go over the system first, then some tips. These will be separated in the video's timeline, that way if you already understand refining, you can skip to the information you are looking for. The first question we will answer is what are refines and what do they do? Refines are the main way that you can upgrade your gear to make it more powerful. Each refine on a weapon will give you more attack and magic attack depending on the weapon's level. Each refine on an armor will give you more defense. Along with those basic attack, magic attack, defense bonuses, items will commonly unlock special effects when they reach certain refinement thresholds. An example, if you refine this lava leather armor to +7, it'll give you an additional 100 defense when you equip it. Now that we know why we refine items, what exactly can we refine? Your upper headgear, armor, weapon, shield, mantle, and footgear can all be refined. Middle and lower headgears, as well as accessories, cannot be refined. Every time you refine, you will either succeed or fail. When you succeed, your item will gain +1 refinement. When you fail, your item will be destroyed, which means it'll disappear forever and you'll be left with nothing but sadness. As you increase the refinement on a piece of equipment, the chance to break that equipment increases. With that being said, each item has a safe limit, in which it can be refined to with no chance of breaking. This safe limit is determined by the equipment's level, which can be found in the item description. Weapons can be between level 1 and level 4. While armors are all level 1, but they all have the exact same refine rates as a level 4 weapon. Here's a little formula to calculate what an item's safe limit is. 8 minus the item level equals the safe refine limit. So a level 3 weapon would be 8 minus 3, which equals 5. That means you can refine a level 3 weapon to +5 with no chance of breaking your item. You can refine your equipment at certain NPCs in some towns. Some of the more common ones used are in Payon Town and in Prontera. Now that we know the basics, let's start getting into the slightly more complicated parts. We'll take a look at the Refinement Interface. When we talk to the NPC, this is the window that shows up. In the middle top, you can see your chance to succeed at the current refinement. Below that is an empty box, and below that is a slightly grayed out button that says Refine on it. We can drag or double click a piece of equipment that's in our inventory to put it into a box on the Refine window. There will be slots below the Refine chance that pop up, as well as 2 slots just in the center. The first of the 5 slots will be your basic ore, Oridecon, Elunium, Bradium, or Carnium. The second slot will be your advanced ore, enriched Oridecon, enriched Elunium, HD Bradium, or HD Carnium. The third and fourth slots currently are not used, but the 5th slot will show your current Blacksmith's blessings. I know I just said a lot of words there, but don't worry, we'll go over all of those soon. In the center box is your equipment, and above that, in the 2 slots, will be your currently selected ore, and it'll show you if you selected Blacksmith's blessings or not. When you've selected your ore, you can click the Refine button. It'll cost a small amount of Zenny to refine it. This will also show on the Refine button. Then your item will either succeed or fail refine, and if successful, you can decide if you want to refine it again. Now, I will explain the different ores. The basics first. Weapons are refined with Oridecons and Bradiums. Armors, that being any non-weapon equipment, is refined with Elunium and Carniums. Oridecon and Elunium are the basic ores, and are always used up to the safe refine limit. Enriched Oridecon and enriched Elunium are the advanced versions of those ores, which means that their success chance for refining is higher than the basic ores. These enriched ores are obtained from the cash shop and a few ways in-game. Oridecons and Eluniums, including the enriched versions, can only be used to refine an item up to +10. After +10 is where Bradium and Carnium come into play. You can only refine above +10 by using these ores. On NovaRO, once your equipment hits the +10 mark, it will not get destroyed when you fail a refine. Instead, it only loses refines. When you fail a refine using regular Bradium or Carnium, the item will lose 3 refines, which will bring it below plus 10. However, if you use HD Bradium or HD Carnium, you will only lose 1 refine when you fail to upgrade your equipment. And your equipment will not go below plus 10 when using these HD ores. Additionally, these ores are also obtained through the cash shop and a few places in-game. Instead, if you fail with HD ores when trying to go from plus 10 to plus 11, your item has a low chance to be damaged. Being damaged means that you will not be able to equip it or to refine it, and its name will become red text instead of the normal black text. You can talk to a Caffre lady in any town to repair the item. She will ask for a fee of some items and zenny in order to fix it. Or you can revert it to plus 9 and fix it. In my opinion, never use the plus 9 option, it's a waste of zenny. Once you repair the item, you will be able to refine and use it again. Now you may be wondering, how do people refine super high value items without breaking a bajillion pieces of that gear? Well, there is one way to keep your valuable items safe from breaking while you refine them. That is where Blacksmith's blessings come into play. You can choose to consume some amount of BSB, Blacksmith's blessings, when refining an item. When you do, those BSBs get consumed whether you fail or succeed. But if you do fail, your item will not be lost. You can use BSB after safe refine all the way up to plus 12, though you should not use BSB past plus 10 because once again, it is a waste of zenny to do that. Blacksmith's blessings are obtained through the weekly system on NovaRO. There's one last thing to cover for the refine system, that being Whitesmith and or mechanic classes. A Whitesmith, which is the transcended Blacksmith class, has access to a skill called Weapon Refine. This allows you to refine weapons up to plus 10 with regular Oridecon. There is a small bonus to refining weapons on a Whitesmith if your job level is 70, meaning if you were to refine a weapon with regular Oridecon, a Whitesmith will be better than going to an NPC. Make sure you are max job level though, job 70, because if you refine at lower job levels, you will actually have a worse chance to succeed than the NPC does. A custom quality of life feature of NovaRO is a job level 1 mechanic will have the same bonus to refining as a job level 70 Whitesmith, so you don't have to worry about changing classes and losing your refining capabilities when your job level resets. And that's it on the refinement system. Now we will continue into a few refining tips for when you should use different ores or Blacksmith's blessings. So, up to the safe refine, you will always use regular Oridecon or Elunium. Then, to determine whether you should use enriched ores or not, follow this guide. If current item price is equal to or greater than the cost of an enriched ore, use an enriched ore to refine. If the current item price is equal to or greater than the cost of the required Blacksmith's blessings, use Blacksmith's blessings to refine. Keep in mind that these methods may not be mathematically accurate, I guess, but these are the ways I refine and keep my items the safest. Since doing it this way, you'll risk a lot less items, though sometimes you might spend a little bit more on ore, but I prefer to have the safest method of refining. And for when to use a Whitesmith or mechanic to refine, if you are refining a weapon with normal Oridecon, always use a mechanic instead of the NPC. Following these simple guidelines can easily check if it's worth it to use enriched ores or Blacksmith's blessings. That's it for refining. If this video helped you, please subscribe to my channel, share this video with friends, and I'll see you in the next video.